Good morning. It is Wednesday and we're back on the bikes after, again, what was the hardest leg we've had so far. We decided we're gonna go out easier today. Yeah, Caitlin is out there pumping it in front of me. So that's at least a positive sign that she's feeling pretty good with her knee. We have 59 miles today to Gualala. We have a pretty good tailwind right now that's blowing us. So we're thinking that if we take it easy, that if we get in 5 hours, then we won't have killed ourselves. So that's our goal. Anyway, we'll see you in just a little bit. Hey everyone, we're at 10-mile mark. We're in the town of Mendocino, and you see that wind? It is a tailwind and it is pushing us fast and strong. The 10 miles really didn't feel like too much. Don't lose the bike again, huh? All right, how you feeling today?
Sore.
Sore, but how are the legs? How's the leg?
It's good. I can work with it. It hurts every time I don't know, it feels like a muscle's going like a hurt.
Is it doing okay going up the hills? All right, well, we'll pick it up another 10 miles. Hey guys, we are almost to the town of Elk. And we are way up on a high bluff, past Mendocino, past, I don't know. We're just up on a high bluff and we just passed traffic control, which is great because it means that the road is all ours now for... Yeah, the water is really pretty now. It's this really like teal color. Yeah, we've noticed that as we've gone really close to the water is super duper clear. Like it looks like Hawaii water, except that I'm assuming this water is a lot colder. We've had the most amazing tailwind this entire ride so far, like blowing us up hills, it feels like. So it's been a lot of fun to ride. We've only averaged like 12 miles an hour because we coast all the time. So compared to yesterday, today is easy breezy. Well, having lunch in the town of Elk. The only place that is open in the entire town, and the next place that's open is about, I don't know, 20 miles up the road. So it's a little tiny place. The only people that are in here are a bunch of other cyclists. The food is really good. What's this place called? I think it's just called the Elk Store. So in the town of Elk, we're at the Elk Store.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it is. Elk Store. Anyway, we're halfway done with our ride for the day, which, given that we didn't leave until like 11:30, that's pretty good. We're like 26, 27 miles into the ride. So I think we have like 30 left. What? Hey, on a side note, we just got Wi-Fi and looked at the internet at some of the donations that have been coming through, and we are blown away. We are so grateful for all the people that have donated, especially today where your donation counts for double. It has been just an outpouring. It's hard to believe just how many donations have come through, and not just donations from new people, but people that had donated previously turned around and donated some more today, and that means a lot to us as well. So from both of us, we say
And we love you.
yeah, we definitely love you and thank you for all the donations and your help with kids with cancer and making this ride. Even though without a single donation, this ride would be absolutely incredible. But the donations are the icing on the cake, and it make us want to pedal on even more. So, to show really quick, in the space of less than a mile, we started out way down by the river. If you look at the road, the way it went. Good job, kid. If you look at the way the road went, we just went up. The highest I saw register on my Garmin was 17%, but it stayed 14, 15% for a while. And this young girl right here, she didn't get off her bike at all, while the gentleman riding behind us, he was off pushing his bike. It was just too steep. Yeah, he's still back there pushing his bike. So, great job. Oh, and that guy behind us, he has a van who's carrying all of his gear, so he has no gear on his bike whatsoever. I have a pretty awesome riding companion. Hey everyone, update. We are in, where are we? Come on. Where are we?
Oh, Sandy. No, it's not Sandy.
Close. Point Arena. Point Arena. Arena means sand. So yeah, we're at Sandy Point.
I wouldn't have known that.
Anyway, we're about 14 miles from Gualala, but we're stopping on the way to visit with Sylvia, who is a friend of Maggie and Steve, who, as you recall, up in Port Townsend, they were friends of ours from the boat. So they put us in touch with Sylvia, who lives here in Gualala. Actually, she lives a little bit closer than Gualala. And so we're going to stop in there and meet them, and they offered to have us over for dinner. So we're excited about that. So anyway, next stop, Sylvia's house, and they have puppies. Hey guys, it's Thursday. We're on our way from Gualala to Tomales. I thought I'd catch you all up. As you can see that we didn't post the blog last night. The Wi-Fi was so bad and we had no cell coverage. So we're going to turn this into another twofer, and we'll try to upload it tonight. Although the town we're staying in of Tomales is pretty dang small as well. So hopefully we'll have either cell or Wi-Fi to do it. Anyway, we're just kind of going through farmland, kind of country, really pretty right along the ocean. We're kind of up on the bluffs right now, and it's better hold on for this 1 second as I do this downhill. So we're in a good spot. Caitlin has continued to do really well. Her legs haven't been a problem. Her back hasn't been a problem. And she just takes her time on climbs and makes them up, all of them. Yesterday, we had a visit with some friends, and we had to go up their driveway. And their driveway was steep, to say the least. It ended up being, the highest I saw registered on the Garmin was 21%. It was crazy. And turned around, looked behind me, and there was Caitlin charging up it. So I think that's probably the steepest we should see on this trip. I sure hope so. I've said that before. So we're on the tallest climb of the day, and it goes up to about 600 feet above sea level, and it's kind of steep, but Caitlin is cruising right behind, getting out of the saddle, getting on it. We're almost to the top. We're gonna get down the other side, find us some lunch or some smoothies or something to replenish the tank. Almost to the top, kid. Almost to the top. Yeah, get some water. It is magnificent. You know what it reminds me of? The whole way up I was singing, high on a mountain top, a banner is unfurled. All the church hymns, silly. Hey guys, we're sitting in the town of Jenner. We went over the largest climb of the day, which I think I already threw a blog out there on that. I can't remember. Stopping for a quick snack. We thought Jenner was going to have a lot of stuff. Jenner has nothing. Jenner has no Wi-Fi, cell service. We've really felt kind of isolated on this trip today, just because we really can't reach out and let people know where we're at, or find out what's going on. So we're really disconnected. Anyway, that's it. This is Olive Jenner.
But they didn't have any choices.
Yeah. All right, so we have 10 miles till we get to Bodega Bay. Once we get to Bodega Bay, then we're gonna stop and sit down with some friends and have a meal. So 10 miles, here we go. Oh, we are terrible vloggers. We should have been vlogging all along, but we went right through Bodega Bay and didn't hit the record button once. We had lunch, or not lunch, but we had a milkshake with a really good friend of mine named Bill Hansen. He was a coworker of mine at Boston Scientific. That sucker's retired, and he's out in Bodega Bay just enjoying life. And so anyway, he met us on the road, and we were able to sit down and talk about old times a little bit, and it was a lot of fun. So anyway, we are about 7 miles away from the Continental Inn in Tomales. So we stopped on the side of the road for a second just to see if any of these horses are going to be nice, or if they're all going to be dorkwads. And looks like none of them want to come over and say hi to Caitlin over here, so oh well. It was a nice time to take a break. See you in Tomales. Here's what happened at the end. So we were on our way to Tomales and realized, man, we need to make sure we have something for dinner. And the only thing we could find for dinner was this takeout place that closed at 6:30, and we were about 7 miles away with 30 minutes to go. So we call ahead and had them start making food, and we said we'll be there right at 6:30. Well, that's before we realized that there were 2 big hills in the way. And so with 12 minutes to go, we still had 2.5 miles over a pretty nasty climb. So we trucked it. We went so hard. We got here at 6:30 on the nose, got our food, and it happened to be right across the street from the Continental Inn, which is an historic building that was built back in 1866. So unlike all the previous hotels we've stayed at that have been pretty much, you know, newer builds, this place is basically an old Victorian looking home. Nobody even is working here. They basically just gave us the code to get in the building, and then you come here and you pick up your envelope that's sitting on the desk. They had us put our bikes over here on the side. That's where our bikes will stay for the night, and then we had to take our clothes upstairs. So here's the rooms. Just really cool old Victorian looking rooms. I like it. It almost has a haunted house feel to it, with the chandeliers and the floors. They actually, I don't know if you can hear it, but the floors actually squeak when you walk on them. It's pretty cool. Anyway, we made it. That was the last day, over 60 miles, I think, I hope. And after this, pretty smooth sailing until we get to Big Sur. So we're officially in Central California.